Tua Tagovailoa finished quarterback 26 last year, 263 completions, 388 attempts, 67.8% completion, 2,653 yards, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 42 rush attempts, 128 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Thoughts on Tua Tagovailoa?
I like Tua as a good flyer for a QB2 at a super flex, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody's drafting Tua to be top 12, but if you're waiting and you're kind of maybe you get caught by the end of that run, right? And you're trying to see what's left over. I think Tua has the ability to finish, 16, 17, somewhere in that neighborhood, right? And kind of put himself firmly in the middle of that QB2 territory. So God knows they put the weapons around him, right? And this is kind of the season. Like, can Tua stay healthy? Can Tua develop? Can he read a defense? Is he able to connect on the deep throw? All those things. One thing Tua seems to be able to do is rally the troops, right? He seems to be a very good leader of men, right? And it's hard to quantify that. But he does seem to possess that. So am I going after him all over the place? No, not necessarily. But there's a couple places where, I'm pick him up here and there. I have a couple shares of Tua, and I'm okay with that. I'm just not going to overload myself with the possibility that this Dolphins offense is magically going to be, a top 5 offense in the league, and they're just putting up points left and right.
Yeah, I think they're very specific situations for you to have Tua on your fantasy roster. And Kevin, you bring up a good point that he is, seems to be a good, rally the troops and leader of men. Unfortunately, those are not point scoring categories in fantasy football. So, so I am not looking at Tua really anywhere. I will probably go elsewhere. When I do my picks for quarterback, obviously I tend to go a little sooner, especially in our home league superflex. I go a little sooner because of how valuable the quarterback position is. So for those reasons, I am not looking at Tua really anywhere.
So here's an interesting one for you, right? I went through and I looked up some ADP on these guys. And so these are guys within a round of Tua, whether, a round before or a round after. But, just some names here and really kind of seeing if you would take Tua over these guys or not. First name up, Derek Carr, Trey Lance, Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields. QB 17 is where he's being drafted at right now. And I think he has the ability to finish better than that. But yeah, going through that, there was a lot of names that I would still take over to when we were kind of going through that list of guys that are going right around that same type of ADP there.